Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into this particular Tiara tool that we're going to review today. I'm Peg Rowe, one of the managing partners for Tiara, and I'm going to be sharing a tool that is specific to our accomplishment dimension and really focuses in very specifically on the results focus. So we're really looking today at results. This particular tool can be used at any time you want to pause, step back, take a moment, refresh your goals, really consider where your progress is, and then realign to what you want to accomplish for the rest of the goals period. This is a perfect tool to use. So I'm going to share my screen, and when I share my screen, I'm going to be having you take a look at the tool itself, and I'm going to walk through using the tool with you, and every so often I'll suggest that you pause, take time to complete the work that's ahead, and then come back and turn the recording back on to finish up the tool. So as you can see, the name of the tool is Producing Results, the 1-3-5 approach. So the first thing you want to be doing is to take a moment and just review your remaining goals for 2022. And if you're listening to this at some future date, then it's look at those remaining goals for whatever that time period is. So again, here you may want to pause, pull your goals together, and take that moment to review those goals. Great, so you've pulled out your goals, you have those ready, you're taking a look at them. Now rank the 3 most important goals that you have. You might have more than that, but rank the 3 most important and rank them by most to least. What's important to you, not what's important to somebody else, but when you're looking at these goals, what are the goals that you really want to be focusing on? So go ahead and pause again and complete that ranking process. Write down each goal and its rank, 1, 2, or 3, and then turn the recording back on. Okay, so we're now going to take a look at goal number 1. We've got those top 3 goals. We'll take a focused look at goal number 1. And the thing you're going to do is pick that one goal from your list and answer the question, why is this goal important to you? So you can think about a few different things as you're pondering that question. Why do I feel like it needs attention right now? What is it about this goal that is drawing my attention to it? What is it that I really want to have happen in this area? What's the outcome that I'm looking for? What do I really, really want to have happen in this area? So again, pick that first goal and then really consider why it's important to you and really expand on that for yourself so you have a real clear idea of what's the importance of this particular goal. Again, I'm going to have you pause right now, answer that question in the very first block, and then we'll move forward. Okay, so resume your listening here. And now that you've got that one goal that you're focused on and you have a really good idea of why this goal is important to you, and this why is super, super important to understand, because we really want to be working on goals that have importance, that really are going to make a difference for us. So the next questions are really important ones, an extension of the why. What will your goal look and feel like when it's accomplished? So I just want you to project yourself into the future. This goal is now accomplished, and I want you to think about, what's it going to feel like? Am I going to be proud? Will I be able to reflect on the difference that achieving this goal has made? Will I have really, started something new? Will I have moved in the direction that I really wanted to move in? What is it that is going to look and feel like when that goal is finally accomplished? So again, pause, answer that question. All right, now here's an interesting one. The third question here is, what might get in your way or stop you? Like, you know yourself, you know the obstacles, the things that can get in your way. the things that you may need to overcome. You don't want to be surprised by them. So just take that moment, not because we're wishing for obstacles, but because you want to have a clear eye about it. You want to have a really good understanding of, oh, this has happened before, and how am I going to work around that? How will I ensure that that obstacle does not stop me? So again, I'm going to have you pause for a moment and answer this really important question. What might get in your way or stop you? All right, so now we get to come back to our final effort here, which is actually laying out our goal. So now you have the opportunity to actually create that goal, draft a goal under that column that says one goal, and write that newly drafted goal. It might be a version of a goal that you already have at the top of your list. It might be that same goal. Maybe that is perfect just the way it is. But I really want you to consider, what will occur as a result of having achieved this goal? What will the outcome be? And what's the date that you want to have that achieved by? And when you're thinking about this goal, make sure that it's both inspiring and a bit of a stretch. You want something that when you accomplish it will give you that real sense of satisfaction and accomplishment, like, oh, wow, I really got this done. So have it be both an inspiring action that you'll be taking, as well as feel like a stretch. It's going to stretch you in a new direction. So again, once more, we'll pause, answer that question in that first column. Okie doke. Now we're going to go to our 3 actions. And here I want you to focus on 3 actions that will actually move you towards your goal. Maybe you've picked a desire to be more present in, social interactions, and you would really like to attract people to your website and have them decide that they're going to purchase a product or sign up for a program. There's a really, profoundly positive outcome there for you. And now you need to settle in on, well, what are those actions that I'm going to take that will actually have that occur? So you might write down an action like writing a blog and publishing it, so that you begin to get some attention to your website, leading people to your website. So you might want to choose things that are those 3 actions will support you in achieving that goal. So I'm going to pause while you write down, brainstorm some actions, choose 3 that really feel like they're powerful and inspiring, and you'll look forward to doing them. Okay, so here we are. We've got our one goal. We know why we're doing it. We know what might get in the way. We have our 3 actions that will be part of the actions that we take to move that goal forward, to get that desired outcome. And now we have to find our way of staying inspired. So it's really important to consider, what are some ways that you can stay inspired? Because what happens. We write these lofty goals, we have great intention around them, we may even write some very specific actions we're going to take, and then somewhere along the line we kind of lose our mojo. And so we really want to find these unique ways that are unique to us. You know yourself. Again, this is what works for you. This is not prescriptive. It's like, what are the things you know that will inspire you? So maybe one of those things is, like, every so often pausing to remind yourself and be clear about what your why is. Why are you doing this? If you want to attract more attention from a social standpoint, social interaction standpoint, maybe it's because you really feel like you've got something to make a difference and you want people to know about it and you want to make that difference in the world. So be clear about that why. You might want to choose to share your plan with a trusted colleague, someone who will be supportive, but you can check in every so often in terms of how you're progressing, what's happening, what progress you're making, and share what that progress is. If you get stuck, somebody that you can go to who can really share, like, oh boy, this thing stopped me. Now I need to work my way through it so I can get back on track. Maybe on a regular basis, maybe every day, you want to spend a couple of minutes just visualizing that outcome from this goal, the thing that's going to happen as a result of having this goal and this desired outcome actually in the world. So find the 5 ways that you know you will use that will help you stay inspired. And we look at 5 because some days one will work and another one won't. So you want to have kind of a menu of ways to stay inspired that you can choose from. So again, I'm going to have you pause one more time while you complete the 5 ways to stay inspired, and then come on back and we'll wrap up. All right, so you're now equipped with a goal that is meaningful for you, that will stretch you, that feels inspiring, 3 actions that you're going to take to move that goal forward, and then the ways that you will plan to stay inspired so that at the end of this process, when you've met your goal, you can feel really, really good about it. So remember, this is a tool you can use any time of the year, beginning of the year, middle of the year, September as the year is beginning to wrap up, whatever feels like you want to re-present yourself to your goals. You want to take another look and refresh and make sure that you're on track and that you're focused on the things that are most important to you. And then you want to be able to connect to your inspiration. So thank you very much for exploring this tool with us. We hope that you find it as useful as we do. We use it on a regular basis at Tiara. And we'd be delighted to hear what results you're achieving from using this particular tool. Thanks and have a great rest of your day.